did not expect an audience, else I would have dressed for the occasion. I presume from your eye-catching fashions that there is an occasion, Incantato. I am the shadow of Alessandro Farusi. A poet, he lived to entertain. Himself first, and then his audience. His appetite for life's delicacies could not be contained by the Venice of his birth. All the world was a feast, inviting. Knowing this, I understand what my killer saw in me, and I forgive her. To go beyond death, to find the most fabulous excesses, it was wonderful, dizzying. Years passed as a carousel of delights, delights to us, horrors to mortals. I saw what I had become. Alessandro Farusi consumed life to celebrate it. I merely preyed upon it. That is why I sealed myself away from the world. I could not face my shame, nor could I bear myself to the sun, any more than you would willingly step into a furnace. This crack in the earth has been my atelier for 10,000 nights. I chose my own exile and burial. A melodramatic gesture, true, but melodrama was my trade. No, occupying a grand castle or opulent manor is a show of entitlement. For my sanguine curse, these are the luxuries I deserve. Solitude, darkness, the drip-drip of water to count off lifetimes, candle wax and guano. I convinced myself the valley outside had remained frozen, not just in snow, in time itself, that there was no world beyond such wonders, muses and inspiration. Alessandro Farusi never lived to see that world. You know better than I what unknown journeys brought men and monsters here. Yes, I have heard the thunder of their new machines, and in reply, the rocks seem to echo and quake, as if they hold a less willing prisoner than I. If an artist's spirit is a tendency to embellish, then I still possess a fraction of a spirit. But believe me, when Vlad Dracula lifted a blade, no man could be his match. I say man, none could match him. With iron, fire, and faith, he purged Wallachia of monster, demon, and spirit. He ended the corruption of the boyars. He pushed back the Mussulman and traitors alike. Nothing that hated him could wound him. Still, he was undone all the same. Love. It was love that caused it all to end. The rose bushes that marked their arbor were uprooted, bare beds suggesting fresh graves. Ask me to speak of his kindness, speak of his charity, speak of his love, and I can only tell you of his defeat, despair, betrayal, betrayed by each other, and betrayed by me. Stood by, paralyzed with vampiric desire,